Good afternoon. Am I speaking with Mr. Flabby?
Dear Flabby, I've got a question for you. I have a little problem, so what should I do?
How do I avoid being sent to a mental hospital? Hello, Doug and Flabby. So as you know, mental hospitals don't do shit. So how do I avoid being sent to one? I am a minor and living with my parents that don't know anything about mental hospitals and shit. They want me medicated and would send me to a hospital if I needed to go to one. I made the mistake of talking to a psychiatrist, maybe physicist, although I haven't actually told her enough to get sent away. I believe I might kill myself if I don't get actual treatment. But if I open up to my physicist, I'll get sent to a hospital, butcher my family relationship, and live in a fucking hell. Killing myself while fucking my family up. I know for a fact it will fuck my life up if I go to one based on knowing my parents and having a friend that got sent to one. So in conclusion, what the fuck do I do? Risk killing myself or risk killing myself and fucking my family up? Thank you, Miss Flabby and Doug. What was the question? Like,
So he wants an easy way into a mental hospital? Is that what it was?
no, so I think he's looking for help mentally,
Yes.
but he doesn't want to get checked into he said mental hospitals don't do shit.
Yep.
So he doesn't want to go that route.
Yep.
He doesn't want to talk to his physician because he's scared that they'll turn him into a mental hospital.
Right. Which I think they only do that if you say, I'm going to kill myself or somebody else.
Right. But if he's sitting there thinking, I want to kill myself,
Uh-huh.
and he's going to talk to somebody, he should
Uh-huh.
he should find somebody that he can talk to openly.
Yes.
So
I agree.
Okay. And then the third option was he doesn't do anything and then he ends up killing himself, which is what he's worried about.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the exact same place that I was in. I checked myself into a mental hospital.
Okay.
I realized that this isn't the place. This isn't going to do anything to help whatever I'm going through.
Yes.
So I need to get the fuck out of here. I got out of there. I started talking to a psychiatrist. Didn't work out. Found another person who I could talk to, and it worked wonders. And it's all fucking trickery because all they do is ask you loaded questions to get you to start talking so you can work out your own fucking problems. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So you just got to find that person. That's the key to fucking happiness.
Find somebody to ask you loaded questions?
Yes, find the person to ask you the questions so you can come up with your own answer. If somebody gives you an answer, it doesn't stick.
Right.
If you come up with your own answers, which is what that's all they're trained to do is lead you down a path.
Yes.
If you get a bad one, they lead you down a path and it's the wrong fucking path. And that's no good.
So I went and talked to a therapist or whatever you want, psychiatrist, and she pulled out a sheet of paper and she said, she was reading off the paper. Are you suicidal? No. Do you want to hurt anybody else? No. Do you want to have sex with children? No. that was one of the questions she asked me. And then it was just a bunch of like boilerplate questions. And I was like, and I said something like, none of this stuff applies to me. She's like, well, I have to fill out this sheet. So can you just let me get through this? Yep.
Okay, so you
See
got a
ya.
bad one.
Yeah. Never went back to see her again. That's the only experience I have with them.
Yeah. So I think it's good that I had a bad experience before I had a good experience because it helped. That's how I learned to process my thoughts. And I mean, I still go through my peaks and valleys of depression and shit, but
Sure.
at least I'm aware, like when I'm going into my lows, I'm aware that it's coming and I can kind of mentally prepare for it.
Uh-huh.
And it's all because of tools that I got from talking to the right person. I got a guy, so I'll send this guy my guy's number.
I got a guy. So,
And it sucks because he's sitting there saying, like, look, I know I'm fucked in the head.
Mm.
I don't want to go to a mental hospital because
Yep.
I've heard it doesn't do any good. So he's not going to go that route.
but is that true? And
I can't put a blanket statement out there
Right.
and say nobody that works in any mental hospital does any good.
right.
What I can say is, I don't know how old this guy is, but he should definitely reach out, even if it's in the fucking phone book, and just start setting up free consultations. Like, just talk to the guy. See if he pulls out a checklist and says, "Hey, let me get through this."
Yeah.
Just, all right, I got to go.
Yeah. So your experience at the mental hospital is similar to, I've never been to a mental hospital, but I had a buddy that went to one and his experience was similar. It was, he had problems, mental problems, but he was surrounded by people who were completely fucked, right? He had problems, but there's a difference between having problems and being gone. You know what I mean? And he was surrounded by just people that I shouldn't be here. You know what I mean? Like, I just need somebody to talk to. So I kind of understood what he was saying, but when you're in that position, what if it takes 5, 6, 7 people in and none of them are good? Then what do you do at that point?
Okay. So from the way this question was worded, he is looking for an answer. He's looking for help.
Right.
He wants to get better. He wants
Yes.
to live.
Absolutely.
So he has to use that drive and just keep trying. I mean, I don't know what else to recommend.
Sure.
I
don't either.
I got lucky that it was the third person.
Yeah. Yeah, I never went back. So I only talked to one and she sucked and I was done. But I'm a quitter. So, don't be a quitter.
All right, fine. Fuck. No, I don't know if I want this responsibility. I would reach out to Anthony and okay, reach out to Anthony and then he can funnel the questions to me. That way if we fuck this up and you kill yourself, it's all on him.
It's all on me. Fair enough.
What do you think about, like, because the easy answer is like call the suicide hotline.
No.
Like, do you think that actually does any good ever?
Well, I don't know about never. I mean, I'm sure they're trained to like do something, right? I mean, like,
aren't they just trained to stop you from doing anything right then? It's not like it's a permanent fix.
Right. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. They know what to say to somebody who's literally has a gun in their mouth or whatever. You know what I mean?
I am a firm believer that people, like everybody, everybody has emotional baggage, and you need to learn to talk to somebody. You need to find somebody to talk to unload some of that baggage. Like even the people that have super privileged lives, their life in their head is just as fucked up as my life is to me and your life is to you.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree with that. I think you're more right than yes. So because I'm just trying to figure out how to say it. Like, so it all comes down to how you handle your baggage that you have. I mean, that's what it is, I mean, I literally talked somebody down from, they called me and they had a fucking gun in their face ready to shoot themselves on the phone. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know.
I have to imagine that it was just a cry for help.
I think so too.
If you managed to talk anybody off the fucking ledge, they weren't going to jump.
Right. You're probably right, because I'm not very good at that shit.